Well. I guess they just let anybody in here, huh?
Guess so, huh? Shenanigans.
Steve, do you want to see it?
Whoa, that's a lot to ask. Take me to
see
dinner
it?
first.
It's right here, dude. The bank's love sack.
That's the love sack that you're fucking. Oh my god.
That I still owe money on.
I have this, and I don't know shit on this.
What is that? That looks like a love sack. What do you have?
It is a knockoff.
Okay, gotcha. I got a knockoff before and it sucked.
They're not that bad though. I have a red one. I call it the tomato. It's in the fridge. So you both just had my envy. Good job.
Steve, did you hurt your wrist in the games?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
How'd you hurt it?
The goalie had it covered and they didn't blow the whistle, so I poke checked real hard and I just felt my wrist pop.
Did it break?
It's probably fractured.
So you just threw that on there? You're not gonna go to the doctor and you're just gonna play two more games on Wednesday?
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
I'm excited to be back. I'm glad I'm COVID negative.
Same.
Yeah. And this whole time, I remembered our game schedule this week as 7-11. It's not 7-9.
What?
This our game times. There's 7-9.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to come up with a fun moniker or not. What's it, a mnemonic device to remember. And yeah, I was doing 7-11 because I'm brown. And then yeah. It wasn't right.
I thought that was a 9/11 stretch.
No. You're just 9/11 just always on your mind.
I'm American, baby.
Yeah, you never forgot, dude. You're the only you did it. I'm proud of you. Oh, that's funny, dude. Yeah, well, it sucks about your wrist though, dude. That's crazy.
I'll be all right.
You gotten injured the most on our team, I think.
Yeah, I'm falling apart. I'm old.
Yeah, you're our Troy Aikman. Or is it Eric Lindros who always got injured?
Lindros got hurt a lot.
Yeah. You're Eric Lindros.
My uncle's still playing one of the teams out of Littleton. He's in his mid-60s. I think he's broken some limb or another every year since I moved here, at least one year. This is the first year he didn't because COVID slowed down his playing. I don't know. That guy's a lunatic. He literally his thing is he builds planes himself and then does stunt flying in these planes that he fucking built himself.
Hell yeah.
That's sketch. That's so sketch.
Oh, and he also happens to be the record holder for most watermelons broken into a car from a second story window. And I don't know how I feel about being that someone in my family being that close to having something that in common with Gallagher. It's just you know.
Yeah, that's hard to beat. Gallagher is hard to beat for that. That's crazy.
It's true.
Well, I don't know. I guess that's the thing in Littleton. That's a competition. It's who can bust the most watermelons from a second story window into a car. They must be pretty bored over in Littleton. I don't know.
Worse things have happened out of boredom in Littleton, okay?
True. Actually, my uncle was flying out on the airfield once, and some jackwagon decides to go on there with a remote control plane that's maybe about 5 or 6 yard wingspan, and he shoots this thing straight up in the air, takes out my uncle's wing, who then has to crash land. And the whole thing was caught on his fucking GoPro. And when I say GoPro, I do not mean my uncle's GoPro. Jackwagon who crashed into him. Moral of that story is don't be the jackwagon that takes the remote control plane onto a real runway without permission.
That's also weird that your uncle does that, but it's all like regulated, so he has to like do it at specific places because you can't just fly, right?
Well, you have to have a flight plan like legally, and air traffic
Gotcha.
controllers have to like be able to like know where you are.
That just reminded me of, do you guys remember that there was a fucking guy in a jetpack flying next to planes at one point? That happened, right?
I wasn't next to the planes. I was 300 yards away.
That was a
So,
real thing that happened though, right? Why don't we talk about that every single day? Like that a dude just jetpacked in the sky and just disappeared and we have no idea who it is.
Well, first, the non-disclosure agreements keep me from talking about it.
Gotcha.
Second,
My good Chuck,
I think
how
that just proves
was that grinder boy to see you again that he got a fucking jetpack and followed you onto the plane? Like you must have really made his day.
I don't know. Chuck said they stayed 300 feet away, and I think that has to do with a restraining order that he hasn't mentioned yet.
But I did mention a confidentiality agreement. So,
Oh gosh, I'm
and
sorry. I didn't mean to make you
non-disclosure-
violate it.
Non-disclosure. So there's only parts of the story I can tell.
Well,
Brad, how are you, man? Nice to see you again.
Good to see you too. How are you, Chuck?
Very well, very well.
well, shall we get on with it?
I could use a 5-minute break. Yeah, I know I have your monologue. Is there anything you do to kick off or whatnot, should one of us introduce you, give you a giant mighty round of applause? Is there a band? Can we make up theme music on the fly?
Bop, choo-dee-doo-wop.
Did you really? You started with Mbop. That's one way to go, I guess.
Oh, now this can't be on YouTube.
Give him a Hanson, everybody.
Yeah, I didn't spend 6 hours playing Bop on guitar today at all.
Isn't it interesting that Cal was able to collect
Wow.
6 people who have a unique interest in Hanson? Should be a good hour, everybody.
All right. Let's just start my monologue.
All right, everybody, give it up for Cal Sheridan. Welcome to Cal and Pals. I'm Cal, and these are my pals. Care to introduce yourself, pals?
I'm BK Sherrod. Someone else go.
I'm Steve.
There's Steve.
I am Laura.
Way to go, Laura. Alex.
I am Alex the Kid Seymour.
Nice. Brad.
Hello, and I'm Brad. Can you guys hear Bop?
Yeah, I was wondering where that was coming from. I thought I was losing my mind.
Best part is coming up.
Right. Brad Galley here from KCal, everybody. Gonna play nothing but the hits and all.
All right,
the
enough.
hits.
Yes. That was fun.
Excellent. Thanks, pals. Today, we're talking about the most relatable topic in the world. It's so relatable that 99.99% of life on this planet would be able to relate. We're talking about food.
Woo!
Because, we all eat something. That's the one thing upon which we can all agree. Food is a good thing. Where we all differ is what kind of food we eat. Appetites are as various as the personalities that drive them. Some prefer sweet food, some prefer savory food. Some prefer hot food, some prefer cold food. Some prefer their food green and leafy, while others prefer red and meaty food. Some like fish, some like steak, some like pie, and some like cake. Oh, geez, it's starting to sound like a Dr. Seuss book. But of course, just because you like a certain food doesn't mean you should eat it all the time. Despite food being a good thing, certain foods can make you sick or even kill you. Hell, if you have enough poppy seeds, you're basically doing heroin. And heroin is certainly on the lower end of being a sometimes food. There's even a whole cuisine of sometimes food, but it's so cheap and tasty that it easily becomes an always food for most people, myself included. I'm of course referring to fast food. There's fast pizza, fast burgers, fast chicken. It won't be long until they create fast vegan food. And on that day, true equality will be achieved, because then even the vegans will know what it's like to be one step closer to a greasy death. I normally try to write an entirely new material for Cal and Pals, but I've got to try this one joke for my stand-up, because I believe I once uncovered a conspiracy, the likes of which will shake you to the very core of our society. And that conspiracy relates to why donut holes are so much more delicious than the donuts for which they came. It was supposed to be a secret. They were hiding the donut holes for the powerful elites. They kept this secret for centuries. But then one day, one donut shop fucked up. And now we all know their sticky little secret. I do admit, however, there are a few holes in this theory. Food has a unique ability to bring people together. Some holidays are known to be created because of food. I suspect it's because only so many people can talk at a time, and because everyone else is eating. As such, food and the dinner table in particular is a good time for those of who are eating to listen to those who are not. You can't properly argue with a mouthful of food, though given today's socio-political climate, I'm sure a lot of people have tried. But even then, it's important to realize that the people sitting across the table from you are eating some of the same food you are. Everyone's hungry at dinner time, and that's something in which we can all share. You've heard from Cal. Now let's hear from Pals. What's going on, Pals?
Hello.
Brad, you have the conch.
Conch. What's going on? Are we just talking about food tonight?
Yes.
Okay, that's fair. I had some tasty food this evening. I had some Mediterranean cuisine.
Ooh.
What sort?
Had some baba ganoush. Had a little gyro. Had some stuffed grape leaves. Had some baklava. Delicious.
Ooh.
Yes.
I'm with you. And then the grape leaves, like that one I try, but
Yeah.
it's it's supposed to be like the egg roll compliment in the meal, and they're nothing like egg roll. So
No, they're not as good as egg rolls, no.
yeah, I'm against grape leaves every time because simply they're just not as good.
But it's like that old saying, well, if you compare a horse like to a monkey based solely on their ability to like climb a tree. Have you ever heard that thing?
No.
No.
No, it's like if you judge a fish and a monkey based only on their ability to climb a tree,
God,
you'll say like a fish is dumb. That's kind of like comparing grape leaves and egg rolls. You can't really compare a grape leaf to an egg roll. You have to
Right.
compare it to to other things that aren't really that good.
Like lettuce wraps? Would you compare that with a grape roll?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
You just said grape roll. Like, that would be, what would the grape roll be? Would it be like an egg roll outside that's stuffed with rice?
That's what I'm
Or
talking about. Like,
grape stuffed with like the filling from the egg roll? Or would it be around an existing egg roll?
It's an egg roll filled with grapes.
No,
might not be terrible.
those are grape leaves filled with coffee. You can buy them in a can. They're really good.
In a can.
Have you guys ever had grape soda? It's delicious.
seems like it should have a fruit roll up in it. That's how disgusting I think grape rolls.
Also, what are other good things that come from cans? Don't say beer.
Beans.
Kipper
Beans.
snacks?
What was it? Wait, what's next?
Kipper snacks?
What is that?
It's a type of fish.
Oh.
It's not sardines because sardines have like terrible little bones in them, which aren't bad. I'm sure there's other people that like them. But yeah, kipper snacks are like a cod with like oil and usually a seasoning.
And it's just like in a can?
Yeah. Yeah, you peel the lid back, kind of like a Popeye with his spinach. That
Ah.
image, but like fish.
Do you do tricks after or in order
Yeah.
to receive one? Like, watch me balance a ball on my nose. More Kipper snack, please.
Kipper snacks.
Like kudos to you, Laura, for like giving us the first Wikipedia. Of
Yeah.
That's really
Sorry.
It's a type of fish.
Folks now have something to search for. Is there a trusted brand of Kipper snack, or is it okay to just get generic?
Yeah, what's your favorite brand? There's like 6 brands from my
I
Google
like the
search.
one with the red like plastic thing on the outside because I'm spoiled. It's expensive.
Ah, King Oscar.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's my jam.
Can we talk about Patagonia having kipper snacks?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Really?
Did you think it was
Patagonia.
going to be any less white than that?
That's true.
Yes, Patagonia has Kipper snacks. I
Ugh.
assume they'll be at the Whole Foods and
I've seen kipper snacks.
Dude, the open can is disgusting. I like almost
They look-
threw up.
I'm
If-
so sorry.
I
It's
like
okay.
the Trader
To me,
Joe's
it's the
version.
most
No
appetizing
matter,
thing
I've
in the
never
world.
had a Kipper snack,
Ugh.
but I know I like the Trader Joe's version the most because I know how to be a white girl at a party.
I would go Patagonia just because I'm a boozy bitch.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta look up the Patagonia one.
I would love a kipper snack right now.
They're sponsoring the show, so that works out. Yeah, Patagonia has smoked mussels too.
I don't know about
That's my
that.
nickname on Grindr. Okay. I'm sorry. 22 shows in a row. I've pulled that off. I'm probably going to say it again. Sorry. And I'm only apologizing for like just no real apology. I can't control myself. I can't even control the apology. What are Kipper snacks served on a particular holiday? There's a big game coming up? Is that a
Yum
common?
kipper.
Yeah, I'm Kipper.
Thank you.
Uh,
Oh, that's
Isn't
messed up.
it just Yum Kipper?
Oh, yeah, Yum Kipper.
Sorry.
Not in my house, that's for sure.
I actually wasn't allowed to eat them in the house growing up. I'd have to go outside to eat them. That was the rule.
Because it smelled bad?
Well, my mom thought it smelled bad. It smells
Yeah.
good to me.
and the Google result, I got a question that says, "Are kipper snacks healthy?" And then the answer is, "They're super healthy." Pretty good.
It's fish oil. It's good for your brain and stuff, and hair, and yeah.
And that article is
does
probably
mention
way longer
mercury.
than just what Steve just said.
It mentions mercury, which makes me a little skeptical.
Nah, mercury's good for you.
Oh
Is it
yeah,
Yeah,
For every fish.
yeah,
it's the
for-
second best planet in the solar system.
That's true. What's your first favorite?
Oh, Venus.
Venus. Okay, cool. I'm more of a Neptune guy myself, if I'm being honest.
What do you think they eat on Neptune?
Kipper snacks for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Patagonia brand
Not
Kipper
planet
snacks.
I
full
don't
of-
think everyone just eats Kipper snacks.
The vegan eat salad for sure.
You say vegan salad?
The vegans eat seaweed salad on Neptune.
Ah, dude, seaweed salad's so good though.
Yeah, exactly.
So good.
Neptune
how do
is
you
the
even
god
make
of the
it?
sea. Cal says Neptune is the god of the sea.
All right, well there you go. Then it's settled.
Mhm.
The bit had deeper roots than I thought.
He did spell it C as in the letter C. So C plus, if you ask me.
No,
Okay, Kipper
you're
snacks
not
are
Sesame
expensive.
Street.
I was like, let me order some on Amazon and I can just try it. But it looks like I can only buy a pack of 3 is $13. That good brand is $35 for a pack of 12. So, you know, I don't know if I want 12.
Maybe go
What?
with the 3 and see what you
3.
think. It'll be a culinary adventure.
Could you really only ration yourself to 1 can a month?
That's true.
I don't think I could. I'm not about that
What
life.
you gonna want?
Yeah, how often do you eat it?
Well, right now, probably once every 6 months. Like it's a
Okay.
super, super special, sacred treat to me. But now I want seaweed salad, and I don't know how to make it. Does anyone know how to make seaweed salad, or do you just only buy it from restaurants?
Oh yeah, no, I do.
Ooh.
Thanks to Charlotte. Basically, like it's sort of a chemistry thing, like the right ratio of like spices to acids. Basically, there's like 50 different ways of making it. There's like the traditional way, but basically it always comes back to some sort of vinegar, some sort of sugar, and then playing with ratios, and then sort of just adjusting seasonings to taste. But it's a very ratio based sort of thing.
Now, are we talking about like white vinegar, or is it white rice vinegar? Is there a specific one that gets that awesome flavor?
Well, and that's sort of what I'm saying, is that like there isn't. It's kind of like with curry, right? There's like curry really just means gravy. So there's like hundreds of different ways of making what is curry. Seaweed salad's kind of like that. There's like, and the kind, basically like each restaurant, it's going to be a little bit different, but it's always some sort of vinegar and some sort of sugar. But like there are certain places where like their sugar that they're using is molasses, and they're using like apple cider vinegar. Other places I'll be using, yeah, like rice vinegar and like, I don't know, like brown sugar. Other places will use like balsamic vinegar and like, you know, raw cane sugar. Like, but it's just all about getting the ratio right. It's the ratio that really creates the taste more than anything.
Gotcha. So like sesame oil, is that in there too?
Yes.
It could be, but like that would be more of like a personal preference sort of
Gotcha.
thing.
Because I feel like every time I've had seaweed salad, it has like the little crunchy, bumpy things in there. So that's why
Yeah,
I didn't know if that was sesame seeds or not.
It's a garnish at that point.
Gotcha. Cool.
Seaweed salad's fucking good.
Dude, it really is.
It's nice. It's refreshing. It's great.
High in iron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we've been like, yes, apparently we all like seafood stuff a lot. That seems like the thing.
Dude,
that
I don't know
bonds
if you-
us.
Nothing's better than a nice can of kippers and a little bit of seaweed salad on the side.
Hell yeah.
So
I
my
think
grandma,
we're building
yeah.
a perfect feast. That's
growing
what
up as a kid, my grandma would always feed me kippers and seaweed salad. She's like, "Oh, Bradley, you look so, you're getting so thin. Let me feed you some kippers and some seaweed salad." Oh,
It's
baby.
Yom Kippur.
Mm.
Al is a big fan of sushi bowls these days.
What kind of sushi balls, Cal? It's all. Are you
It's,
making them yourself, or are you
no,
popping them in the microwave?
if I made it myself, I probably wouldn't like it as much.
No.
Same.
It's all gonna come out like soul, on the floor.
But yeah, it's it's rice and a whole bunch of fish and avocado, and it's just real good.
So
Dude,
do you
definitely.
smoke sushi bowls, or are you eating them? Sorry, Cal. Just sitting right there, bowls and such. Joke over. It's totally over.
I feel like Cal smokes burrito bowl, probably.
Right. I'm now gonna order a sushi bowl at some point. I'm probably never gonna get a kipper snack. I don't want to imply that Laura somehow makes things sound less tasty than Cal. Everybody, made the seaweed salad sound so delish, but didn't click with this bear. And then sushi bowl, you go, hey, that's probably. How bad could they screw that up?
Yeah.
How about a Kipper snack sushi?
No.
Wow, I figure you could probably throw it all in one bowl. My seaweed salad with a sushi bowl and some kipper snack across the top.
The KFC famous bowl with just
Some
nasty
version.
shit.
Yeah, I would much rather eat the kipper snack bowl than any KFC type of bowl.
I think we just started a fast casual restaurant.
Yeah, like a sushi bowl just comes across like.
Oh, hold on. I think we're forgetting about the opportunity of sushi burritos. Has anyone ever had one of those?
Yeah, real
I get
good.
Yeah.
Those sound good.
It's like sushi, and it's ginormous, and usually it's deep fried.
That's great.
Dude, there's
Is
a
it
place
good?
across the street from Comedy Works it's amazing. So good.
It's so worth it.
I just feel like sushi's been perfected over the thousands
Nah,
of
they
years.
made it better, Steve. They made it better.
Boy, I don't know about that.
And you can dip it in spicy mayo. Ah, dude.
Oh, with sour cream, a sushi burrito. Sounds.
Sour cream
disgusting.
probably wouldn't go. It probably wouldn't go. I'll be
No.
honest. It probably wouldn't.
No.
I mean, cream cheese.
Sriracha.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Still
Damn.
You
pro
guys
sushi
about
bowl.
sauce? Are you guys
Wasabi
pro?
guacamole.
Are you guys pro or anti soy sauce?
Oh, dude, pro soy
Very
sauce.
Pro
Salt.
very
soy sauce.
yeah.
Pro soy sauce.
Any
Very
salt
much.
of any kind is necessary.
Huge fan.
Yeah.
What's that alternative to soy sauce? The weird one that is like
Oh.
soy sauce?
Ketchup, and I don't care.
Are you eating Bragg's liquid aminos sort of thing?
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, like I'm addicted to soy sauce, but that stuff also does the trick.
Like
In-
unagi.
Sauce.
Dude, unagi sauce is real good.
Yeah.
Is that the fish sauce?
The eel sauce.
Ooh.
Yeah, the one that stinks up
Yeah.
your whole fridge, but it's worth
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't
Well-
mind Asian like food stink in my house.
This isn't sushi, but I love Chinese hot mustard.
Ooh, that is real underrated. You're actually probably the first person who ever said that sentence like out loud.
It's, anytime I get Chinese food like that, I love to get that. Just eat it because it's very hot, and just like put a little bit on the chicken or whatever. It's
Yeah.
so good.
I think we get Whole Foods sometimes. If I see some, I might make a grab and go hunt for you to see if you're at Sockham.
Yeah, I'm over there tomorrow.
Maybe something I can with Chinese mustard one day.
I'll be eating Panda Express tomorrow. They have some fucking pretty good Chinese mustard.
Hell yeah.
Panda Express is fucking good.
Yeah.
Nip-Tank, for sure.
Well, so the reason I asked about the soy sauce is because I cannot stand soy sauce, right? Most people love it, and I literally think it's just because I lost my sense of smell. So to me, soy sauce is literally just so intensely salty that, like, if I put it on literally anything, then it doesn't even matter what I put it on. You could put it on a cucumber. You could put it on a donut from Voodoo Donuts. Either way, it would taste like
That sounds so good.
Yeah, it
Like,
does.
I would just not be able to tell the difference. Like you could give me, you could give me a donut. You could give me a cucumber. You could give me, fucking put it on strawberries. Like it wouldn't even matter. It would
Don't
really
they
just
have a
us at that point.
don't they have a celery soy sauce donut at Voodoo Donuts? I thought with bacon.
I
I
feel
eat
like
that.
that's a specialty.
You need to try the Kipper Snack donut.
A
All right,
Kipper
wait,
snack
wait.
seaweed salad donut.
People
feel
would
like
eat
Crave
100%.
Real Burgers already has this.
stoners would show up at 2 a.m. Oh, you got to get the Kipper Snack donut.
Hey, this is already a food truck idea.
Oh, for sure. Because people, like, even if they were to be like, "Hey, this is actually a shitty idea," but you could trick people into thinking like, it's actually not so bad, dude. You gotta try it. Like, even if the restaurateur's plan was for it to
If
be
you have a
shitty.
good enough Instagram page and like good enough branding, people will eat your Kipper Snack donuts. And they'll be
True.
like, "Oh, it's fucking so good. It's only $15. You have to
Yeah.
wait in line for 3 hours, but you can only get this Kipper Snack donut in Denver."
Yeah. Let's
Oh
put
my
Denver
gosh,
on
we're
the
gonna
map,
be the
guys.
Fire Festival of food trucks.
Ugh,
Yeah. Let's start a Kipper Snack donut food truck.
I'm in.
Fuck.
All right, I can pitch
Not even-
$5. I can invest.
That'd be
We
so
would
bad.
attract so many cats, like all.
I'm even more in now.
Now this is a great project.
Cat adoption shelter is a secondary part of this investment.
It's true. Catching them is half the battle. So
We
it
wouldn't
already
even
works.
have to end ourselves as like a cat cafe because it would sort of just happen. Like we wouldn't have to for it to be outdoor.
Should we
So,
call it here
like,
Kipper Kipper Kipper?
Yeah,
I don't
or
have
maybe
any-
cat cafe.
I'm in. I'll help run the truck. I have nothing going on right now.
Oh yeah.
But what are we going to do with the donut holes?
Ooh.
Eat them.
Them all to Cal.
Sell it to the 1%.
The donut holes are the best. They're so good.
They're so much better than the donut. They're so much easier to eat too.
Really?
Yeah, 'cause
I actually don't agree on that one. What do you hold with a donut hole? Like you've got the thing in the napkin, right?
Power. You hold power.
I-
Yeah, you.
You have donut holes. in your
Sometimes you hold
hand.
multiple powers.
Yeah.
at the
Other
same
people
time.
are like, "What can I do to get a donut hole?" And you, being the holder of the donut holes, lots of power right there.
I feel like you're using too much decorum when it comes to your donut holes. Like you just eat them. Like why would you hold on to them for a while?
Yeah, they're not in your hand for long. There's just like your hand is a vessel between the bag and your mouth. Like a
Ooh,
I can't do that. Like I'm not a person who would eat a donut hole in one bite. I'm a person who would eat a donut hole in an hour. Like a regular sized donut is like an all day affair for me.
I envy that because I can eat a dozen donuts in like an hour, like no problem.
where's the best donuts? Who has the best donuts? Do you think?
I like Lamar's.
Okay.
Out of Denver, sure, yeah.
Well, I mean, if we're talking traveling, there's a company called Dave's Mini Donuts. They do Bonnaroo and a couple of shows on the East Coast, but they make these little donuts and they do samples out front all day, free samples. That's why I know about their donuts, and they're delightful and just the right size.
I like the mini donuts. Mini donuts are, especially like flash fried mini donuts. Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they make them fresh too, so they're still hot.
I gotta say, my opinion on donuts in at least like Denver, the most underrated donuts, King Supers.
Really?
King Supers donuts are so good. I know, very controversial opinion. I get it.
If you
No,
ever
I could
have to
see
bribe a
that.
boss, it's perfect.
They're
Like you showed up
powdered
late, King Super Donuts. You're good.
powdered
they're the
sugar
best. I
donut
mean, they
holes.
just know what they're. I don't know. Safeway donuts, garbage. King
Mm.
Supers, mwah.
Interesting. Because I know that you're right about the, if you get to like Lamar's or Voodoo like too late, they'll be out of the ones you want. But
Yeah.
no one's going to King Super. No one's tapping into that market.
I honestly, I've had like, I think they're better than Voodoo donuts. Like, I've
Wow.
had stuff.
Well, but
Voodoo's-
Voodoo wins when it comes to like vegan options for donuts, because like other places, if they have them at all, there might be like the one that's just like a very basic sort of cake donut, but like
Mm.
actually having options, like
Yeah, well,
the
vegan
world
people
of donuts.
are just no fun in the morning anyway. So, like, tough on you. You can't get a donut. You're the one with the weird food restrictions that are like by choice. Like, hey, I want to be part of the gang, but I want us to have no fun anywhere. So I'm vegan.
Do you guys fuck with
Let's go
Winchell's?
find donuts. I love it, Winchell's. Just out of a friend of mine, I used to go after shows.
Yeah.
It just-
I will say this: I'm way more of a
Sometimes.
bagel guy than a donut guy.
Oh, damn. Oh,
You
damn.
like a bagel guy, Callie.
Yeah.
And bagels are they're way worse for you than a donut is.
You think so? No, you can get it like a thin one with an egg white on it or something.
Probably have more favorite bagel shops than I do donut shops.
Yeah,
Think
that's.
about
Damn.
Have you been to Rosenberg's, Chuck?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a good place for donuts.
But I'm immediately thinking of like two, from like Past or Life on the Road, like, a couple of different bagel shops where you're like, oh, okay, I'm glad I'm in this town because
You know what would actually probably go really well on a bagel?
Kipper snacks.
Yeah, the Kipper snack.
God, you get a bagel with schmear. With
Yeah,
schmear,
it's
and
a-
it's usually thin sliced salmon. And
Yeah.
a bagel with
Ooh.
a schmear, some lox, kipper snack, and donut holes.
Seaweed salad.
That probably exists. A seaweed salad topped bagel is probably.
That actually sounds really good.
Yeah.
Like some teriyaki, like salmon on there with that seaweed salad.
I don't know. We got to finish off with the sushi bowl so it's a full meal.
It's true.
Now, Sushi Holes is another
Sushi.
food truck. Sushi Holes also another name of mine on Grinder. Said I would make that joke twice. I said there's nothing else I can do. The jokes just, they present themselves. Well, I think I've learned a lot today so far. I want a sushi hole, a sushi bowl. I'm definitely going to try a kipper snack at some point,
Yeah, me too.
but
Feel like
not
I
a
have
sushi
to.
burrito. Thought sushi burrito took it too far.
Yeah, I don't. It's like they perfected it over the years. I feel weird eating a burrito, a sushi.
It's just a
Like this-
giant sushi roll, is what it is.
Yeah, but I feel like they figured out what sushi was supposed to be a long time ago.
Right. A couple thousand years old food.
Yeah. And
I
now
mean,
they're
I-
like, oh, burrito.
You know what it is? I think like sushi, regular sushi, is like the donut holes of like the regular donut burrito sushi. You know what I mean?
This
No,
makes me think that a lot of
I
these-
mean, I follow you, but no.
I mean, I think you're thinking it's like straight up fusion. It is not taking sushi and trying to mix it with the idea of a regular traditional burrito. It's just sushi the size of a burrito.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
Oh, that's
yeah.
what I'm thinking of. That's
Yeah.
totally what I'm thinking of. Yeah, I don't know. I'm skeptical.
I mean, you're not missing out either way. Sushi's just as good. I think actually, the more we're talking about, I think sushi's better because I do like the bite-size aspect of it. I've never had a sushi burrito and it not just crumble in my hands.
When you eat a sushi, okay, so what's the wasabi situation for a sushi burrito, right? Do you like
They give you
dab
some
it
on the
on?
side, and you just dip
dab
it.
it on?
Yeah.
You don't mix it in?
No, I'll take like a little, like a dab, you know, like if I were to like take a dab and put it in like a rig or something, I'd take like that amount of wasabi and I'd put it on the burrito, bite it.
And then you light your burrito on
And then I
fire?
light my burrito bowl on fire.
All right. I have a question. In
We're
the
doing
sushi burrito,
Dabs. This is a very Denver conversation now. A sushi dabs food truck is just perfect for Capitol
in the
Hill.
sushi burrito, do the rolls stay together or does it all just kind of get like mixed up?
So it comes in a foil. And they cut it in half, and the way you're supposed to eat is like you peel off like a little bit of the foil at a bit at a time. Because when you
Okay.
bite it, it just dude, like yeah, I've tried it where I just take the foil off and just bite into it, and it just crumbles everywhere. Because it's
Okay.
rice. Like the seaweed's on the inside, not the outside. So like there's nothing holding it together. Like it's just giant, yeah, sushi.
What? Wait, no, what? Then how's it hold together?
But the rice and the foil, that's what's done. I agree. Like the one thing I'd say they could improve, if they put the sushi, like the seaweed on the outside, then it makes more sense. But they don't do that. They do it the other way for some
Oh, so
reason.
it's like a giant sushi roll.
Yeah, no, that's all it is. Yeah.
See, what I was thinking is I thought it was an actual tortilla with pieces of sushi.
No.
Pieces
No,
of
no,
sushi.
no.
I would fuck with that.
Dude, you know what'd be even better? If they took like, you know, the egg roll shells? That,
Ooh.
but with sushi stuff inside.
A little sushi chimichanga.
Yeah. Ooh.
You
Good.
guys just keep describing things that I've been making because I was taking home like random items from the prep foods department at Whole Foods and then like not really knowing what to do with them. So like, okay, yeah, I guess we're seeing how spanakopita pairs with a vegan Filet-O-Fish style sandwich. I wonder,
Ooh.
extra cabbage, remove the cabbage. Nah. Yeah. That is not a good combo. Sounds like it would be. No.
What if you
But,
fried
yeah.
a kipper snack?
So wait, we have a vegan in here. Cal says I feel like fish is almost a vegetable because it is so good for you. So Cal, would you say that you're a fishitarian?
Oh, I am almost, but like other meat is just too tasty for me not to eat.
So you're saying roast beef will sometimes win over kipper snacks.
Yeah.
Unless it's from Arby's.
Whoa.
I used to have a roommate who's tried like vegetarian, then I'd roast chicken, and he'd be like, "You motherfucker, I have to have some now. It smells so goddamn good." Yes, it does. That's the purpose of Sundays and a roast chicken.
Dude, I was a vegan for 2 months, and then I went to LA and I saw this Korean barbecue place, and I was like, dude, I can't do it. And like I've been eating like Impossible Whoppers and all this stuff. I'm like, you know what? I got this. I can just keep this up. And then yeah, once I had the Korean barbecue, I was like, dude, because they just had like it was ribeye, and then they had just like this salt you dip it in, and it was just like insane.
I feel like you could tell that story in any chronological order and it would make sense. Like,
What do you mean?
like I had this barbecue and then I went to LA and I was like, oh shit. Like, any order, you pick it.
That's true. That's true. It was really good, man. Korean barbecue is amazing.
Oh yeah.
Like Daeji in Denver is part of Flavortown, which is tight too.
I feel like that's like the expensive place to go.
Is there a better place? Because I'm in.
Dude, all of like fucking South Aurora is full of Korean barbecue.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you like list names for reason?
Yeah.
There's like, okay, so like, you know where Hamden turns into Havana? Like it wraps
Yeah.
right. That whole like southern stretch of Havana is full of just amazing Korean barbecue, like bunches of them. They're all in the same spot.
Damn. All right. I'm in.
It's like
Amazing.
5 restaurants are all on like Mississippi and Federal. Like no matter where anybody says, it's always down there.
I think they have a Korean fried chicken place around there as well. Angry Chicken, I think is what it's called. So good, dude. Korean fried chicken's good. Korean food is just amazing. Kimchi, come on.
Yeah.
They had a whole section. Not that I should say too much more about it, but I worked at Airbnb for a while. And
Yeah.
part of my training was they talked about a situation where the host made kimchi for the guests, and the guests didn't know what kimchi was and threw it away, thinking it was garbage. So the host was madly offended, and we were supposed to like role play fixing that situation. And it's like hard to explain to the guests that like it's not garbage, it's actually a delicacy that they made for you over months. Kimchi's cool though.
Yeah.
Let's role play that situation. How would you handle that?
A lot of mediation.
Right. Just
Wait, also, so you said this was an Airbnb?
I worked in an outsourced call center in Aurora for a while.
Oh,
think
for the company
actually.
Airbnb.
right.
I thought she
You
meant
were-
she worked for one person's Airbnb.
You were
and was
just
like their
thinking she
customer
had
service.
weird role play games.
No, like I worked in a call center, la la la. There was like something about a non-disclosure agreement though, so I should probably not say more.
Hmm.
I can relate.
The great Airbnb kimchi debacle.
Great to box.
It's out there now.
So we've got a vegan and a former vegan. Does anyone else have like a specific diet that they're on?
Nut M&Ms. They're pretty, oh, that's not all right. Yeah, that's not a real diet. They're just a bit of a staple.
I did keto for a year, and that was amazing because all I ate was like bacon and ribeye steaks and like butter.
So how is that different from paleo outside of you eating the butter?
Because I think paleo you can eat rice, right?
Yeah, but
No,
not
you-
bread.
Yeah.
Well, it's possible to be vegan and keto at the same time, but it's not possible to be vegan and paleo at the same time.
Gotcha.
If anyone
Ooh.
wants to know what show business is like, this is it.
Yeah.
It's people talking about the latest diet. Can you eat that? I don't know. Can you eat that?
Well, like I don't know, like my relationship with food is just it's just very specific as like, you know, starting with losing my sense of smell 20 years ago and my relationship with like taste being different. Like I never have eaten meat before. It's like how I was raised. It's just that is what I'm used to at this point. And like so within the world of, you know, plant-based food, I've tried to sort of explore all aspects of it. I've been completely raw vegan. I've been raw till 4. I've done the keto thing, high carb, low fat, high fat, low carb. You know, I've done the wild version, which is just not, you know, enforcing any specific rules on it beyond just the veganism itself. And like I've done the like nutrient density thing where it's lots of like jackfruit and mushrooms, but because frankly the way things taste just don't matter that much to me. It's all about like what makes me feel the best after I eat it. Like that's
Interesting.
world.
All right, wait. Alex mentioned jackfruit, which is important for everyone to ever know about. Do y'all
Yeah.
know what jackfruit is outside of
Yes.
Alex?
It's my
Okay.
name on Grinder. Come on.
That was a good singer. Jackfruit actually has the component of latex in it. So as you're preparing it, you literally have to flour your knife. Otherwise, it will get stuck in the jackfruit.
Yep.
Interesting.
Interesting. I was amazed. Alex, how did you get COVID 20 years ago?
Right.
That's so wild though, because since you can't taste stuff, you just eat stuff for nutrients, which is kind of funny because that's how you're supposed to eat. But like,
I want to leave that like I can't taste at all. Like my taste buds on my tongue still very much work. It's just like I taste the very basics, you know, the bitter, sour, salty, sweet, but like I can't tell the difference between those. So like if you were to give me like strawberries, blackberries, and blueberries, unless I'm looking at them, I can't tell the difference. They're all berries basically. Like,
gotcha.
yeah. Like I can taste the fact that I'm eating berries, but beyond that, like I can't take it that next step further. And so that's sort of how it is for me. I can tell more or less what food group I'm eating. But to me, it makes no difference whether you give me oatmeal or millet or rice because it's a grain. And that's what I'm looking for is a grain, basically.
Gotcha. So how'd you lose your smell, if you don't mind me asking?
So, all right. So when I was like when I first came into the world, I would stop breathing when I sleeping to the point that like my parents basically could never stop watching me like ever. Like they had to essentially watch to make sure I was still breathing because I would stop and then they'd have to wake me up. And that was my life for the first like 5 years of it essentially. And then so they did surgery, took out the tonsils, took out the adenoids, took out like everything else that was swelling up and causing me to, you know, stop breathing all the time.
Okay.
And something went wrong in the healing process and it created a blockage between the olfactory center in my brain and my actual nose. And basically it just never developed. And so my taste buds did develop like normal. There was no hindrance there, but the smell just never did. I have, you know, sort of normal level bad sight, you know, glasses basically. And then, but like my sense of touch is stronger and my sense of hearing is stronger. And the thing is they're connected because I have audio tactile synesthesia. So like when I hear things, I feel, you know, reciprocal sensations on my body and vice versa. So, and that is super strong for me. So that's just sort of how I navigate the world more than anything. So like there are foods that I literally won't eat because the sound of me eating them is too loud and the sound hurts too much. It doesn't even matter how it tastes or what it is. Like that is a reason for me to not like a food.
Gotcha. What's an example of one of those foods?
Like slushies?
I'm fine with slushies, but I drink them way slower than like other people would. I'm talking about more like, okay, so I love carrots a lot, but I can't just like bite into like a whole ass raw carrot. I have to cut them first because if I bite into it, the noise it makes feels like, it kind of feels like if I was running a cheese grater against calloused skin, where like I can handle it, but it's like, it's not the worst thing in the world, but like, why would I do that to myself when I can so easily, you know, just get the shredded carrots and avoid that whole thing?
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know why anybody would take a bite of a full carrot.
Yeah.
I don't. That's weird. Maybe a baby carrot, but not a full.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone just eat a whole ass carrot, other than horses and Bugs Bunny.
Well, and that was the thing, is that I tried to, because, you know, long before Christoph and Sven were doing it, you know, like walking around the village, like literally, I would, because my mom would take a bite out of the carrot and then give the rest of it to, like, you know, the burro to like finish up. And I wanted to do that, but it hurt my ears. And so my move became, I would have like a bag of something, like pieces of like cooked, I don't know, corn, or, you know, apples that were cut really fine, or pieces of carrot or whatever. But like, that was kind of how I discovered that, was because I was trying to do the Christoph and Sven thing like decades before Frozen was a thing, basically. I'm a weird kid.
No, not at all. But that, like, now I have the context for your donut thing. I was just like, 1 donut an hour. But now I understand. All right, cool, guys.
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Before we had Dunkin' Donuts back in Colorado, I like was in Chicago and we were driving back, and I bought like a 6-pack, and I ate a donut in every state on the way, and I was so proud. I ate a donut in every state today. Oh, cool.
Do they have Krispy Kreme here? Dude,
Only like
donut.
3.
Yeah, there's one that I
6th Street Mall.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to find one.
Krispy Kreme's not that good.
Near
Dude.
North Glen.
I think they're nostalgic to me.
I would
Yeah.
take King Supers over a Krispy Kreme any fucking day of the week.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
King Supers doesn't have that nostalgia of like we're at a sports thing and like, you know, they're like, hey, we got Krispy Kreme for some reason. You know?
Why does
Yeah.
it have to be either or? Why can't it be both and?
I mean, that's true.
I mean, that's fair, but you're still gonna enjoy the King Supers one more.
It depends on how fresh the Krispy Kreme is. Like if it's 6 o'clock in the morning and it's their first batch of the day.
A hot one.
Sorry.
Chuck, do you know anyone named Krispy Kreme?
Happens to be my name on Tinder. Sometimes I'm on Tinder. So then I use donut shops. And in my profile, it's always something about eating my donut whole.
You know, I
And
wonder-
both versions of the word, WH or just HO.
I really wonder
I
if
even
any
have a
Grindr-
model railroad
any-
that's HO.
like not even on Grindr, but like IRL, because there was this one kid that I remember seeing an article, a picture of his yearbook photo named Jesus Condom, right? And the thing is, Jesus Condom, you know his life can't be easy, right? And especially, he's literally in an article when you Google like unfortunate names for a person to have, and like you see his yearbook photo, right? And guess what? He's now wanted for like multiple counts of like pedophilic sexual assault in fucking Florida.
Oh,
And
wow.
I just think that maybe just maybe, if you want to avoid that, maybe don't name your kid. And then maybe if you did name your kid Jesus Condom, like, don't let him be part of an article about, you know, dog shit names to have, because that's gar-
I found the news article.
What are other names on the list?
No, it's is it Jesus Condom or is it Jesus Condom? Because I found the news article from Florida and it says Jesus Condom, 26, is accused of trying to lure a 12-year-old middle school student into his car in Sunrise on Wednesday, November 14th, 2018. Sunrise police consider him a person of interest in a similar abduction attempt that happened on November 7th.
Is it pronounced sunrise or soon reason?
Right.
Jesus condom.
I bet you can get Kipper snacks in Sunrise at the Whole Foods.
Condom Families provides a very good service. You should speak kindly of them.
They should sell insurance, condom insurance. We got you covered.
It's pretty good.
Funny thing, when you type Jesus into Google, it comes up with Jesus Christ.
That him, Alex?
We see Phoebe Cho. There he is.
Oh no.
Yeah, it looks like him. I also hate that I can see my face like over his. That was disturbing.
But yeah, that's the first time I was aware of that happening, of like coming care of a person in real time as a child, because he shows up in a news article when I'm like in high school writing, an essay about like names and the importance of names, and
The related search is P. Ennis.
and then
Wait, what?
no.
P. Ennis?
I finally and he's getting in trouble for pet.
P.
And it
Ennis
was
the
kind
P.
of
Ennis.
I'm dead serious.
What the hell? At this where like kid to kid,
Oh, no.
like I feel bad for you. You have that name, and now it's like Alex the kid to Jesus. Oh no.
I did it
What
again.
happened to Jesus Condom? I used to feel bad for you, Jesus Condom. You betrayed me, Jesus Condom.
Oh my
What do you think the P is short for in PNS?
god.
Peter.
I don't know why you'd go by PNS if if ever. Yeah, it's got to stand for something shitty if they're
Peter.
omitting
It's gotta
it.
be Peter.
Peter Ennis.
Peter Ennis Wood. Come on.
Uh,
You guys gotta just have the
There's
most
gotta be some
unfortunate
terrible
name.
P names.
Honestly, Ennis, we never thought of it, okay? That's that's the parents. Like, when
I
he's
googled
16.
worst names of all time, and there's a list. Let's see. No, number 1 is Sam Sung, like Sam Space Sung. Oh no! This guy's name is Mr. Perv, and he's
Oh,
a
no.
and he's a teacher, and it straight up
Oh,
says here,
no.
Mr. Perv's 5th grade class.
No.
That's Mr. Perv.
That's
to you?
Mr. Perv, yeah.
Or Mr. Perv.
Oh, Pianist is on this list. Look, this is him.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh.
Pianist.
That's a bad name.
There really is. There's Sad Man, but SAAD man. Oh no, Hitler Mussolini.
No.
Straight
No.
up, that's
You knew what
fucked.
you were doing
That's a
there.
vengeful parent. That's what that is. Like,
Yeah.
you didn't have a terrible life, kid.
And he works, yeah. Dick Long.
Oh.
That's
That's not. I think Hitler Mussolini takes the cake in terms of worst names ever.
Because your
Honestly.
parents really did that to you. That,
What
like,
about what about Mike Litteris?
no.
Some of these feel made up. And why are all these people teachers? There's Mrs. Wiener and Mrs. Butt, and they have a shared class together.
No.
Oh no,
I
Mo
went to school
Mo
parent.
Lester, dude.
No.
Bo Lester is pretty funny.
Dr. Farts.
Teaches 4th grade Bible school. That's
Oh, Jesus Condom's on here too.
Yeah.
Our boy made the list, of course. Oh God.
Like I literally kinship of sorts, like a borderline parasocial kinship with this kid, because I'm like, Okay, as much as I hate my own, at least it's not yours.
Uh-huh.
And then he turns out to be a goddamn pedophile.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh God.
God works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, that's how a lot of people thought about it.
Shut up, Brad.
Just kidding. Everybody do.
That works for everything, though. That just-
But like, Alex, what did you eat to get over that disappointment? What was your like breakup with looking at that name like it was important food?
Fucked if I remember. I think, let's see. Knowing myself, I probably listened to Joni Mitchell, went on Grindr, and gave my name as something like "Don't test my patience," which when you make your name something like that, then you just wind up with really, 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 really desperate 5 times your age bears that are willing to just have a pleasant conversation with you because they just sincerely want you to be okay. So there was no.
I just messaged because I wanted to make sure you were all right. You have to bring it up now.
Hey guys, Cal says that God works in stupid, stupid, mysterious ways.
True.
That's my excuse at work too. I work in stupid, mysterious ways.
That's some quality work ethic, ain't it?
I mean, whatever motivates you, you know?
Thank you.